lately I've been testing CJ Dropshipping as a supplier on TikTok Shop, and I've been pleasantly surprised with the results. CJ lets you connect directly into your TikTok Shop. That way, all of your orders, your customer addresses, your tracking information, it all syncs up easily. That way, you don't have to worry about manually adding and inputting that yourself like I typically have to do when I use Amazon as my supplier. And you can just then focus on the most important part of selling on TikTok Shop, finding the hot products, making great videos that showcase them in a fun and innovative way, and getting affiliates to sell for you as well. So now when you first sign up for CJ Dropshipping, you'll have the ability to connect your TikTok Shop directly, or really any other platform. You have WooCommerce, Shopify, and a number of others, but the majority of you are probably trying to connect to TikTok Shop like I did, and they make it super easy to connect to all these platforms. You literally just click connect to your store, and then as long as you're signed into your TikTok Shop, in this case already, it will just take you automatically to TikTok Shop and walk you through the prompts to connect it automatically. It might have taken me 30 seconds to a minute max. Now, once you've connected your CJ Dropshipping account to your TikTok Shop, now it's about just adding hot products from CJ into your shop automatically from their website. And I'll take you through that here in a second, but you'll also notice that on the left here, there are several options, right? So you have your cart if you're checking out on CJ. Obviously, you have your products. So as you add products to your store, they're going to be listed in My Products. You can see all the orders as well from within the CJ app, and you can also contact customer service, and they're pretty responsive. If you need a 3PL because maybe you want to move forward in the process, you're done drop shipping and you want to kind of start making bulk orders to increase your margins, all of that can be steps here as you scale. But right now in the beginning, we're just focused on finding hot products, adding them to our store, testing and proving the concept, and drop shipping directly to our customers, again, automatically synced directly into our TikTok Shop, right? So the first thing you want to do if you don't have any products up from CJ yet is find products, right? So you want to click the Find Products tab, and that's going to take you into the directory here where you can see all the products that you can potentially find. They have all the categories here, so you can go down the categories and select your niche specifically and browse through that. They obviously have the subcategories for all these as well. So whether you're in jewelry or, automotive, home improvement, electronics, whatever the case is, it's pretty much all here. Now, they do have other things like trending products, new products, and certain things like that, and you can certainly browse them. For me specifically, I still use product research apps like Data and Shop Plus. The reason being is they're going to look on TikTok Shop specifically to see where the sales are coming from for what products, and all the data is there so that you can then take that, use that, and sell products like that, right? But the benefit of it, if you haven't watched any of my tutorials, I will link them down at the bottom of the description for those softwares. But essentially all it does is it gives you product leads, so to speak, that are clearly selling well on TikTok right now that we should also focus on selling ourselves, because there's a high likelihood that they could also do well for us if we're making decent videos and we're presenting them in a fun and innovative way, right? So once you do find those products, you'll notice that a lot of those products can also be found on CJ Dropshipping as well. Most of the time you can find the same exact product, but even if you can't, you can typically find something that's very, very similar that you could also list yourself, obviously depending on what the specific product is, right? So as an example, let's just look through some of these niches and I'll show you what you can expect, right? So let's go to bags and shoes, and you can start to see through the actual niche in this category. You can sort it by price, you can sort it by best match, newest. You can also set a minimum or maximum price as well. But one of the things that you need to make sure you're doing, right, especially drop shipping on TikTok Shop, is we still need to make sure that our products and our suppliers are shipping out fast enough, they're getting the product shipped fast enough, and also the delivery time to customers is fast enough as well. Because as you know, on TikTok Shop, you need to ship the product out within 2 days now, right? It used to be 3, now it's 2. Now they do give you a little bit of wiggle room if you're not abusing it, but you still don't want to actually push that envelope too much. So ideally, you need a supplier that's going to ship out fast within that 2-day window so you can get the tracking number into your order that fast. And you also need a supplier that's going to deliver to your customer in under 11 days, assuming you've changed your shipping settings already so that you can get that 11-day window, which is something that you should do anyway. So you need to make sure that you're choosing a warehouse within the country that you're selling on TikTok Shop, right? So me specifically, I'm in the US. I would make sure to click the US warehouses so all the products that I'm seeing and adding to my TikTok Shop from CJ are from US located, US based warehouses. The products are already within the US and they're going to be delivered to my customers very quickly. I don't need to worry about any of it. You'll also notice that a lot like AliExpress, CJ prices are super cheap, right? So that's one of the benefits here is you're getting a lot of high quality products that are already in the US, right? So getting quality, we already know that a lot of the products that we're going to find here on CJ, because we've already done our product research, are going to be hot selling products, and they're going to be delivered and shipped to the customer fast enough. It now gives us a massive competitive advantage because the prices are a lot lower now than as opposed to if you sold on somewhere from Amazon, for example, if you're using Amazon as your supplier, right? So Amazon to TikTok shop, your price is going to be a little bit higher. It's going to be a little bit tougher to kind of break into that barrier, but here your prices are lower, so you can obviously test products a lot easier because you can test at a lower price point and obviously potentially make more sales to at least prove the concept before you dive headfirst into a product. So as we sort through here, just to show you an example, now that we're in US-based warehouses, you could also, if you wanted to sort through, you could look for specific products, or if you already knew a product that you wanted, right? So for example, one of the hot products that I found on Shop Plus recently was a dog water bowl for like when you're walking your dog, right? And it wasn't just like a normal water bowl that you pour water into. It was kind of like a portable, like almost water bottle where the top turned into a dog bowl and you just press the button and the water came out so that the dog could drink it on the walk, on the go. It would also, if you press the button back in, suck the water back in. So if we found a product like that, for example, that we already know is a hot product selling like hotcakes on TikTok shop, we can come to CJ knowing that we now have all these advantages directly to our customer and it's synced up with our TikTok shop, search for that. So dog water bowl, and see if we can find that product. So we search for dog water bottle, and obviously that went back to the original homepage. So we need to still make sure that we're only sorting through US warehouses here. Make sure that US warehouse again is sorted once we're searching, and now it's going to filter it down a little bit further. And there's a bunch of other options as well here, but this is the one I was talking about, very similar to this. This is a cool one, $3.99, but this was the actual one that I was referring to right here that I saw. It's got like a little paw print right there. Yep, that's the exact one, right? So what happens is the water goes in the bottom. Then as you press the button here in the middle, the water flows to the actual bowl where the dog can drink. You suck it back in, you keep walking, and everybody wins. And this is a really cool thing because then you don't have to carry like a water bottle and a dog bowl with you, which nobody wants to do. You can just hook this on your pocket, on your bike, on the end of your leash, whatever. And so this is a really cool, innovative product that's been selling really well lately, right? And you can see that this product right here is as cheap as $4. It's in the US, right? So it's directly from the US, so it's going to ship fast enough. The estimated delivery time right here is 3 to 7 days, and the estimated processing time, which is important as well, is 1 to 3 days, right? With 80% of orders fitting in that actual window. That's important because we need it to actually ship out within that time period, right? Because we only have 2 days again on TikTok shop, and we need to deliver to our customer within 11 days again on TikTok shop. So this is a fantastic product that we can then list from CJ directly onto our TikTok shop. And then when we get orders, we could automatically again fulfill it with the customer information directly from CJ, all synced up as well. We no longer have to actually manually input the customer's address, order information, manually input the tracking number as well in the back end. We can now just automatically do it all from CJ. It's so much easier, right? And so if you wanted to list this on your shop, assuming that you've already connected it, you would just come down here to list, and then it's going to take you to the actual window where you can list it. But chances are you obviously want to put your own title on it. You're going to want to make sure that you select the appropriate category. You can adjust the variation pricing. You can adjust the images that it's adding, right? So if you don't want it to add all the images, you can delete some of them out of it, right? So if we wanted to not select this one, maybe not select this one, but we wanted to select this one or this one. Now, I'm not saying that these are good pictures. I'm just saying you have the ability to choose all the pictures from the listing. And this is a great way to actually test a product in the beginning, right? Because you're getting all the listing images, you're getting the description, you're getting the actual product directly shipped to your customer, again, synced up super quickly. So it's a no-brainer. And then what you want to do with this essentially is prove the concept, right? This is not the be-all end-all. This is not where you stop. This is just to test to prove the concept in the beginning. And then obviously, if it starts to sell, if you prove the concept that you can actually sell this and turn viewers into TikTok into paying customers, at that point is when you want to stop and potentially then make your own pictures. Get a UGC creator to make videos for you and scale up that way, double down at that point and go all in, right? Again, if you want to adjust the description, it's right here. And when you're done, you click the list now, it goes directly into your TikTok shop, syncs up perfectly, and it should be live obviously as soon as they review it. So I've been pleasantly surprised with CJ lately. It's another great supplier that, again, as long as you're sorting within warehouses within your location in your country, honestly, this is one of the best I've found. It's a no-brainer and I can't recommend it enough. But as always, this is just what's working for me, so I really hope it helps.